You know, it's rather impressive how useful honey can be. Alone it's very nutritious, with tea it's that and great sweetener, and with pancakes, I dare to say it's better than caramel. But did you know that honey also works as great tenderizer? Yes, before making pony kebab, use honey in marinade, and if done right, it will turn into wonderfully soft bite. Now then, another comic book legend-induced story. Right off the bat, the idea of Plague Dr. Mask is pretty neat, but it's more suited for a dark theme than, well, Hillbilly Swamp Pony one. There's not much I can say about the legend aspect of the story aside from the fact that it felt rather forced, being pushed on us almost from the get-go, but okay. Again, I must say, it's not too bad. It's not like the Campfire Tales where writers were throwing shit at the wall in hopes of something to stick. Nonetheless, let's talk current day protagonists. So the episode opens up with Fluttershy having Sakura do all the job for her. Now, if you dig deep enough, you can find a racist joke in there. But first, I'm above this, and second, I mention this because the show itself is beyond this stupid of a notion. Yes, there's still species, or whatever you call it, but that's the thing. I love the fact that the show teaches acceptance of, well, people in general. Anyhow, in this opening scene you can argue that Sakura is doing all the work, but these are just visual details that artists chose to show. If you really want, you can rewrite the scene and still have the same outcome. So, if you have issues with Fluttershy not doing anything, just blame artists. So anyway, Sakura gets sprayed with bubonic plague and now is on the deathbed. I oddly did not expect My Little Pony to deal with mortal danger in this serious way in an opener or finale episode. So the episode takes a really dark turn, which also oddly intrigued me. See, Fluttershy almost starts panicking once the death clock starts ticking, and though it's a bit out of character, at least in my opinion, we also haven't seen anyone in mortal peril quite like this in Fluttershy's presence. As for Sakura, after reading the episode synopsis sometime during the season start, I was anticipating this episode, as it would feature our zebra. I do love the character, but once more she's left in the secondary role, sharing the same space as Twilight for this one. Maybe one day. One day we'll see more of this striped sage.
Any pony who lives in a tree is okay by me.
As for Twilight, the Mary Sue, sorry, I couldn't resist. And no, I don't think she is. Anyways, Twilight comes along with Flutters in search of the cure. And you could again argue that Twilight could have solved everything with magic, but understand. This was Fluttershy's story, and though yes, it's hard to believe that Twilight wouldn't be able to do anything, for the sake of the message and the story, I'll take my disbelief and go shoot it behind the barn for this one. And so in the end, the message of taking care of yourself was actually really well portrayed. Fluttershy was perfect for this role, but things like Twilight and her all-accomplishing magic, as well as Fluttershy's odd Twilight-level geekness and all the other little details, kept constantly poking holes in the believability bob. To me, it all felt like the writer and art team were trying to desperately ask us to ignore this stuff. Yes, the message is really good and made it worth it, but barely.